Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin as we're heading into the weekend. It's been a great week for crypto. Prices continue to shift up. Interestingly, nothing unexpected anyway, but what I wanted to talk about is the indicator side, yeah, because we talked about it down here, which was on the 10th, 11th of March. I don't use indicators too often. I tend to use them to look for divergences, or I use them on the daily chart to identify oversold levels. Because when Bitcoin heads into an oversold range on the daily, then you typically see a rally. Maybe not 100% of the time, but let's say 90% of the time, 80%, and that is quite good in terms of probabilities. And that's also why we had such a good opportunity down here in the green support area to buy. I won't look. I won't try to find that video, but you will know that I did highlight many times that Bitcoin's daily RSI was oversold, and that's typically the times that happen that happened before we had substantial rallies. Okay, even if they were only bear market rallies to a degree, but some of them were bull market rallies. So it's just the point is that when you're looking for something like that, you're looking for confluence. We had our Elliott Wave count. The Elliott Wave count suggested that we should head into an area where the price will most likely bottom or react in some way here. That was on the 10th of March, and I think that was fantastic. So I bought quite a bit here, loaded up quite a lot in altcoins and Bitcoin, Ethereum, because this was the area, as you know, that I highlighted is a very important long-term area. It was also a green support area, so a very relevant one. I did highlight that it might be that we don't see these prices again if we really head into a third wave rally. So just for a little bit of context, and because we always get new viewers, so that's very important. So trend reversal achieved. Then Bitcoin rallied this week in 5 waves. Yeah, so we rallied off the, last week actually, started last week. It rallied off the 10th of March low in 5 waves. Into resistance here. It passed briefly above the August highs and the February highs. So that was already quite a good sign. That's why I counted it as wave 1. So basically that the bottom was in. Yeah. And so far that was definitely the correct way of doing it. Bottom was in here and we rallied in 5 waves, assuming we will probably not get into this area again. And I think that was the right call. We rallied in 5 waves, we came down. Here, I gave preference to basically an ABC correction. Sorry, was a fly flying around here. Basically an ABC correction. That's still possible, but I think we see probabilities shift of the ABC correction, which is still possible, which would play out like this. 1 to the upside, and then A wave down, B wave up, and C wave down. That's still possible, and if the market wants to fool people, yeah, then this is exactly what it's going to do. It's going to come around coming down in a C wave. That's one of the potentials, one of the highly likely scenarios still, even though we are pushing hard against the ceiling, and I think there is a good chance it will break it, and above 27,550, it's going to be, not really invalidated, but increasingly unlikely. It's going to become increasingly unlikely. At some point I have to take it off the chart, but at the moment it's still possible because we're still in the red resistance area, and this is the resistance area that you see on the screen for this overshooting B wave. I know a lot of people get confused with all these counts, but it is what it is, and I'm going to confuse you even more, because what could also be the case is that the wave 2 already bottomed, and I'm looking at that option certainly, and it would indicate that the wave 2 low was in here at 24K. That would be in line with many of the altcoin charts where I say we have quite a decent probability they bottomed already, because all of them, I'm not aware of any altcoin that didn't hit my support area this week and trend reversal area. There might be a few, but I haven't checked all the charts. Because they did bottom, they came quite deep into their support area. So Bitcoin didn't. It is what it is, but then again, the message was as long as we hold above 21,050, the trend is higher, yeah? And this was our long-term accumulation here again, or significant trend reversal area. And I think Bitcoin was the only one that didn't really hit the area, even though it came very close. And I think actually on some of the USDT charts, it did reach it, but I'm not following USDT. I'm always trying to use the Elliott Wave method to use the USD chart. It's just more reliable. So it rallied now, and it could very well be wave 2 bottomed here on the 15th of March, but then I want to see 5 waves up. You see these 5 waves highlighted in yellow. At the moment we have only 3, yeah, and what we're currently doing might be a wave 4, so I'm looking at a possible wave 4 Saturday again. So funny. The insiders here know, the loyal viewers know that typically on a Saturday, the market finds a way to produce a wave 4. It is crazy, but it is what it is. So it could very well be we peaked here yesterday in the 3rd wave. This is now a 4th. And we're going to move up in a 5th. That is so funny. Now, that doesn't look like it's going to take too long, to be honest. Never say never. But yeah, there's quite a bit of steam in the crypto market, which is fantastic. And it's so funny that you see this always when people get too bearish. So we had in November, we had the FTX issue. Oops, let me just delete that. In November, where were we? Somewhere here. Let me just zoom out a bit. In November, we had the FTX issue. Everybody got super bearish. I remember I was actually in the car on the day, and I did buy here. I posted on Discord and Telegram that I bought here. Yeah, you need to understand from a sentiment point of view when to buy, especially when it lowers your average price point. And yeah, that was quite a decent price here. And then, we already had, I can't remember if I had a support area on the chart here. I might have not. It doesn't matter. Bought here. And here we even had it basically forecasted for the price to get into this region. And I even forecasted the bearish news with the help of the Elliott Wave method. I remember it where we talked about bearish news are going to hit this week, and they hit. Because when you head down in a wave 2 correction, you need to be prepared for bearish news. Not for every little wave 2 here, but for the big ones, you have to be prepared for the bearish news. Like, Bitcoin's going to be canceled, Bitcoin's going to go to zero, banks go bankrupt, right? And second largest banking crisis in Bitcoin in the US history. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, suddenly, monetary easing is going to continue. It's quite funny. And good that they waited until Bitcoin was in the wave 2 support area, right? Yeah, it's what it is. It's funny. It's in magical ways this often works out. So we're now, one wave up would be great to get this 5 wave move done. Well, what could happen then? Well, then we have 5 waves up complete. And then we'll probably get the next decent retracement. So anybody who missed the green support area, anybody who missed to buy here, if they wanted to buy a pullback. Now, again, Bitcoin didn't reach the support area, but came quite close, but other coins did. Then there might be another chance to buy in a wave 2, a pullback. But again, I can't tell you to buy or not. This is individually your decision. So yeah, we could be, again, just to break it down, there is the scenario where we're just in an overshooting B wave that will get far less likely above 27,550. Now you might very well say, but it already broke it. Yeah, but it didn't sustain. So it's not like a 1-2 setup where the wave 2 is not allowed to go below the beginning of the wave 1. Yes, the 1.38 retracement is a level, but it's not written down like it as a strict rule. In Elliott Wave, especially as Elliott Wave was created originally when crypto wasn't around, it's a highly volatile market. It's a leveraged market to a degree. So, I see this sort of as a fluid resistance area, but it is still relevant. As you can see, the market did react to this line, okay, in the air, in the sand. No, and also, if we get 5 waves up, this B wave will get much less likely. A few people already said, yeah, but if we already can count 5 wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you can, but the problem is you can always interpret everything as a 5 wave move if you want to. The question is, how likely is it? And you can interpret every 5 wave move also as a 3 wave correction. It is unfortunately what it is. That's why I tend to use these. Now, if you ask how, well, I can very easily give you the idea here that what we could be doing here, if we get one more wave up, we could have W, X, Y, yeah, in an A, B, C here, A, B, C. So you can interpret everything as a 5 or 3 wave. It's just how does it look, and does it have the right look? And that's why I like to use the threshold levels, the pivot points for confirmation, not just look at the structure, but the structure is a strong indicator. But yeah, and then, if we get 5 waves up, so obviously 3 waves still possible, above 27,550 getting less likely. If we push higher once more, then I can count this as some kind of a wave 1. Now, the question then is it actually this entire wave 1, which is possible as well? I could just move this wave 1 over here. Yeah. Or is it the wave 1 of the third wave? That's the next problem we have to deal with. We have problems to solve every day. Yeah, and it's going to be confusing for people every day, but we take it level by level. That's why I don't want to go too much ahead every time, right? I can't show you all scenarios in every video. It will confuse a lot of people. Try to show you the relevant ones. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.